Amen.
Okay. Suddenly it's working. Prayers do work. Okay. The reason I have this up right now is I want to show you. This is my email. I want you to come, I want you to come up here and you just put your email in. Like I'm going to show you right now. Just put in your email, enter, and you press add. You should see yours add to right here. When you add yours, you should be adding to Math 119 Spring, blah, blah. This is my email group. This is how I contact you. I'm not a TA for your class. I'm a TA in the math lab. So if you want any of my handouts or my practice exams or anything that I do extra, you got to be on this list. Clear? If you want a link to this video I'm going to put up on YouTube, you got to be on this list. So you can come up anytime. Just don't walk in front of everyone, like walk around so that they can still see. And put your email in here by the end of tonight. So you can start now. And I'm going to blank this. Thank you. I need these. Okay, things we got to talk about tonight, guys. We have a lot of things to cover. Spring term is quick. Make the line on that side. Thank you. So, first off, I'm just going to tell you all the topics you really need to know. We need to know limits. Underneath limits, we need to know, it's called finite, which means at a number, and infinite, which means at plus or minus infinity. Okay? That needs to look like an infinity. Then we need to know continuity. You need to know limits. You need to know continuity. You need to know derivatives. If you learn nothing else from tonight, you need to have your derivatives down so well you can do them in your sleep. 3/4 of this class is derivatives. If you can master it now, you're going to get the rest of the class will be so much easier. Is that simple? Is that clear? I'm a very straightforward, direct person. I'm not trying to be like rude if I'm rude to you. I'm just direct. If I upset you, tell me. You hurt my feelings. Tell me how not to do it next time. And I'm happy to learn to not do that. But you got to tell me.
3/4 of the whole class or just this test?
The entire class, 3/4 of it is derivatives.
I love derivatives.
Right? Cool? Okay, derivatives. You need to know the power rule. Actually, first we need to talk about the definition of the derivative. You need to know the power rule. You need to know product. You need to know quotient. You need to know chain. You need to know logs. You need to know exponential. You need to know trig. This is not right. Sorry, I can't spell. Like, really, really can't spell. Okay. I'm going to spend probably 20-30 minutes on limits and maybe 5 minutes on continuity and the rest of the time on derivatives because derivatives are that important. Simple?
Simple.
Fantastic. So, this board, I'm just going to put formulas on it when we get to the time we need formulas. Okay. I think that everyone learns best by examples. So I know you guys have a practice test from the math lab, and it's a really good practice test to go through. It kind of over-prepares you for the test. That's the goal. Then I will send you a practice tab, not a practice tab, but a practice test that is like a more condensed form of that. It doesn't cover everything because it can't possibly, but just like enough to give you more problems to practice. Does that make sense? And then right now, I'm just going to make up problems so that I'm not using any of your practice material. Fine? Fantastic. So, limit as x goes to, give me a number 1 to 10.
3.
Actually, this is going to be 9 then. Try that one. These are similar to things I've seen on exams before. On this board. Mm-hmm. Is that right? I don't think so. No, it's okay. That's fine. That will work. Okay, these are what are called finite limits. Notice that I'm going to a number. The limit is as x goes to a number. Maybe we should talk about what a limit is. How many of you actually understand what a limit is? Oh, okay. Got it. So we're going to go over here for just a quick second. Oh, I'm Michelle. I didn't introduce myself. I'm sorry. Michelle, feel free to ask me questions. Hopefully you're not shy. I don't think that other people are shy until after I've embarrassed them. Okay. Let's just draw some graph. That's going to be 1. This is -2. That is 3. Probably can't see that because I'm writing small. Okay. A limit is what the y value gets close to as you get close to a certain x value. Oh, will you move the camera? So we'll look at this part. It's kind of tricky. No problem. It's like I didn't realize I had such a big job sitting in this seat. Never sitting by the camera again. Okay. So what we need to do, a limit is the y value. Okay? So I'm going to say limit equals y value. Everyone okay? I hope so. So, as my x value gets really close to -2, can you see the y value is getting close to 3? So, the limit as x goes to -2 of f of x equals 3. Everyone okay with that? What about the limit as x goes to 1 of f of x? What's the y value getting close to as I get close to x equals what? 0. Everyone understand? Pretty okay? Okay, so limits can exist even if it's not discontinuous. Everyone cool? Great. Back to this side. Sorry. Okay. How many of you really like square roots? That's what I thought. Oh, really? I think you're just being funny. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the square roots. How do you get rid of square roots? True. How do you get rid of square roots in a polynomial like this? Conjugate. Conjugate means I'm going to multiply it by the same thing, but with a different sign in the middle. The whole point of this is this makes it a difference of squareds factored. So this one will be squared, and this one will be squared. I'll show you. These two multiply. The square root of x times the square root of x is. Then these two multiply to give me plus 3 square root of x, if I actually write it down right. And these two multiply to be minus 3 square root of x. And the last two multiply to be minus 9. Notice that the middle terms cancel out. If they don't cancel out, you did the conjugate wrong. Nice little check, right? So far, so good? So now I'm left with x minus 9 over x minus 9 times the square root of x plus 3. Notice that these cancel out. Kind of nice, right? leaving me with 1 over x plus 3. And now I can put the 9 in. I couldn't put the 9 in before because I would have gotten 0 over 0, which means I don't know anything. So if I put the 9 in, I have the square root of 9, which is 3, plus 3, so I get a 1 over 6. So far, so good? Okay. Now we have this one. I'm doing their favorite types to put on the exam. Cool? Okay. Uh-oh. I think I multiplied this one wrong. I think this one's supposed to be 3 in front. Minus. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'll fix it. Okay.